So I start recording. So yeah, so I'm just going to show you guys how to like use a mannequin and just do like a really basic character modeling workflow. It's going to be super basic, just showing you the basics, okay? All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to file uh, import FBX, and I'll go to the file location, which is here, and get the mannequin character. Okay, so this is the UE4 mannequin, right? Now, in this case, we don't need his skeleton. Okay, so I'm actually going to delete his skeleton. Now, when I delete his skeleton, he's going to get 100 times too big. Don't worry about that. There's also this little empty down here in the middle of the screen, which you don't want. I'm just going to delete that. Okay. Now, he's 100 times too big. Now, I'm just going to scale him down. So, S.01, enter. Okay, so I've just scaled him down to normal size, right? Right. So how do I do it? Now the thing is, it's really really simple. We've got a basic mannequin here, and we're going to try and make our own custom character from this, right? Or based on this guy. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a cube. Okay, go into edit mode, scale the cube down, move it over, go into side view, move it over to his ankle, and now you can see all I'm doing is I'm just using circle select and grab. So I'm just grabbing and moving. Right, I'm just using the exact same tools that I've been showing you guys, just selecting vertices, moving vertices around, right? And then I'm going to select these vertices, I'm going to extrude them forwards, grab these ones, move them down, right? Move it backwards, move it out, move it side. There we go, okay. Super, super simple. Select these ones, extrude them upwards, scale them up, move them, extrude them upwards, move them up. And I'm just like you see, I'm just using all of the same tools that I've been showing you guys, right? Like nothing new here, right? Okay, and then I'm just going to extrude it again. Scale it up. This now this is a little bit this bit's a little bit more complicated because we've got to somehow like get the groin going on, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to delete this face, and I'm going to extrude this over to the center. Now, at this point, I'm going to add a mirror modifier. Where the fuck it is, right? No. Okay. And then I'm going to select all of these, and I'm going to extrude that up. Oh, hang on. Extrude Z. Z. There we go. Now, we've got a face on the inside that we don't want. So I'm just going to, go into face select mode. Get rid of that face on the inside because we don't want that face there. And we also don't want this face here. I also don't want that face here. Okay, that's cool. But we do want... Sorry, I'm being a bit of a spaz. There we go. Okay, there we go. Right. Now, can you see here that, look, see these faces are black, right? It's because the normals are facing in the wrong way. Do you remember I showed you how to recalculate the normals outside? I'm just going to do that. It's just Control N, and it just recalculates the normals outside, okay? Cool. So I'm just going to continue this. I'm just going to move them down, move these down. Okay. And fine. And now we've got a body. Now we've got a torso, right? I'm just going to extrude this up. Now I'm going to add this. I'm going to click this box called clipping. And what clipping does, now if clipping's off, right, I can like move it across. We don't want that, right? We don't want it to cross over. So clipping stops it from crossing over. We don't want it to cross over, right? So there we go. Okay. And I'm just going to extrude it up. Again, I'm going to scale this down. And I'm going to select these vertices. I'm just going to sort of slide them over. Select these ones, slide them over. That's GG, sliding it over. Okay, and then I'm going to just do this again. Extrude up. And, oops, sorry. We didn't want to do that. That's fine. I just Control Z there. Just going to extrude this up. And I'm going to flip these on Z like that. Now, because it's not a face, it doesn't flip the normals because it's not a face. So I don't need to recalculate that. I'm just doing it really quickly. But as you can see, all I'm doing is I'm just moving vertices around. Like I'm not doing anything complicated. It's all like it's all super simple stuff, right? Oops, hang on, we got some we didn't want. Face select mode. Grab these, move this out. Grab these, move it in. Grab his bum. Sorry, move it out. Right, there we go. Shake it all about. Right, okay, sorry, I'm being a fucking retard. Sorry. Right, okay. Now we get these ones. Move this up. Okay. Now I'm going to fill this face, and then we got this one here, and I'm going to extrude this up. Move this down. Extrude this up. Okay. Now I'm making it, really basic, right? Like it's really sort of just because I'm not, because you got to understand it's the subdivision surface modifier that is going to do all of the hard work for us, right? Like because we don't need to, like I could sit here like meticulously modeling each face to make it perfectly fit this character, but you just don't need to do that because you just build a box man around the character, right? And then you use the subdivision surface modifier, and you'll see the kind of magic come to life, right? Hello, who's that? Hello again, Tarkos. Hi. I I remember that we've spoken before. Yes. Right. I was probably explaining that I don't like Lumen. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. What were we debating about? What we yeah yeah yeah. Made a kind of mistake. So I have made a kind of mistake here, guys. Right? Like this is a kind of mistake, but we'll just we'll just we'll just live with it because you can always fix it later, right? Like it's not a big deal. Okay, so we go straight. Okay, we'll get this, and then straight this down here. What did you forget to unwrap? Mm. Yeah, so it's difficult. You can't. It's difficult. You can't really texture things if they're not unwrapped. Unfortunately. Yeah. No. I mean, you can. Yeah. Yeah. You can texture things if they're not unwrapped, but generally, yeah. Okay. I mean, you can always do world space world space projection, right? If you want to. So, okay. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to do a funny thing here. Is I'm going to select these two edges, and I'm going to subdivide them 3 times, and I'm just going to extrude each of the fingers like this. Oh, extrude once, extrude. I'm showing these guys very basic box modeling of for a custom character, just to like how to make your own character using box modeling, just like a super simple workflow. Like, but this is literally the workflow that I personally use to like make my characters, right? Um, obviously, there's a lot more to it than this, but I'm just doing it super fast to like. That's right. To sort of show basically what I'm doing. And as the guys, and I've been showing these guys like the basic modeling techniques. As you guys can see, right, like I haven't used any complex techniques. I haven't used any like complex geometry manipulation. It's all just super basic stuff, right? Okay. So now we've got like a basic box man. Okay. Now I'm going to apply the subdivision. I'm sorry. I'm going to apply the mirror modifier, right? And now, right, now we do the subdivision surface modifier, and bam, you kind of got your carrot. You kind of got a base mesh, right? Um, Now clearly it's not perfect, right? It's not perfect, but you can use this. Now, what you will notice, right? What you'll notice is that you get really good topology. You get really good like quads. It's all made out of quads, right? And I suppose his fingers are a bit pointy, but I suppose you can also just add more subdivisions and then smooth him. Right. Okay. I mean, it's a bit strange. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, but you guys can see how you could then sort of use that. Oh, hang on. Use that base mesh as a basis for making your own character. All right. But obviously, it's going to be about practice and like practicing lots of stuff. Um, mm, 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 mm. So, guys, I'll show you guys like a character that some. Mm, go on. Mm, sure. The more you use Blender, the better you're going to get at it at the end of the day. Yeah. I'll just quickly show you guys a character like that I recently made. Well, it's like probably this is probably the last character I made actually, which is quite a while back now. It must be at least 6, 7 months ago that I made this. I haven't been making characters recently, but oops, I can. Yeah, yeah. Can you see? Can you guys see my screen? So about 2 days, about 2 days of work. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's not super advanced, right? Yeah. Mm, mm, yeah. So, but I literally made this character in using like this technique, right? Like starting out with just like a simple character, and then basically just building shapes on top of the geometry. So say for example with this guy, like I wanted to give him like an armor plate on his leg, right? I would literally just like sort of select these parts, and then mark them sharp, and then like select that part, and then just like extrude it, right? And there you go, you got an armor plate. Right? Yeah, yeah. No. Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, I suppose I could do a course, right? I don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know anybody who teaches modeling like this. How did I learn it? I mean, it's how people used to model. I don't know if it's common these days, really. Mm, mm. Well, I think I'm. Mm. I mean, honestly, the mannequin was probably done with sculpting and then retopology, because that's how they do it in the inverted commas in the industry. They do sculpting in ZBrush and then they retopologize it, right? They like recreate another mesh. So they make a high poly sculpture and then they reduce that sculpture to a low poly model, which is what they've done here. But I don't do it like that. I start out with a low poly model and I slowly, sort of build up the polygons of that low poly model, right? That's all right. Yeah. Um, it's a technique. Yeah, it's a technique. I probably could do a tutorial series on it. She not got in. What's nice? Mm, yeah. All right. I'm gonna end my recording anyway. Hope you guys found that helpful. Cheers.